passed resolutions against standardized testing.
As a mother, Heather Ryder of Syracuse always tries to teach her son life's lessons. 13-year-old Nicholas Ryder got more than help with homework this spring when his mom opted him out of the controversial Common Core testing. She hopes it taught him to stand up for what he believes in.
First, they didn't listen to the teachers when they said, this testing's a bad idea. Now they're not listening to the parents. So if they're so data-driven, what are we going to deny them? The data.
While his classmates sharpened their pencils for days of standardized tests required by the state, Nicholas sat silently, reading a book.
I pushed it aside and I said I was done. And he didn't really give me any trouble or anything, and I just started reading.
When he was reading during the testing, I thought, at least he's getting some education-wise. While everybody else is filling in bubbles.
Ryder is part of a grassroots movement, parents joining together, speaking out against high-stakes testing. She was inspired when Westhill history teacher Jerry Conti had the courage to speak out. Unintentionally, he became the face of that movement when he lashed out against the state of education in his retirement letter.
Kids don't gain weight because you weigh them. They don't get smarter because you test them.
His message has resonated with parents and fellow teachers, joining a growing chorus of voices opposed to the Common Core. The opt-out movement has gained support across the state, and Conti's letter quickly became its symbol.
I think it's a good thing for parents to be that involved, to say that, testing is not what education is about. And I think it's a good thing for the kids to be involved.
As a teacher of history, you're probably very familiar with the term revolution. Do you feel that there's going to be a revolution in education, and do you plan to be a part of that?
I hope we do, because I think what's happening is so bad. And I think that if we do, I think I will be a part of it.
Parents like Heather will be too.
I don't want my son's education being narrowed to just learning what is on these tests. I don't think it's fair to him. I don't think it's fair to his education. And now that high stakes are attached to him, I don't think it's fair to his teachers.
High stakes, Jerry Conti knows all too well. Conti says he was told his job depended on his students' test scores, which he wasn't even allowed to grade.
We're not supposed to grade our own exams any longer. It's absurd. I've been grading student work for 40 years, and now suddenly I'm not trusted.
And that was the last straw. After 27 years helping students learn to love history at Westhill High, he is stepping down at the end of the year, 3 years earlier than he planned.
I can't do my job in the way that I want to do it, is the thing. And I can't constantly be proving my worth. I don't need to.
Heather Ryder doesn't blame him. After all, she's trying to teach her son a history lesson.
I used it actually as a teaching moment for my son when he was opting out, and I explained Rosa Parks, and sometimes when something isn't being changed and it's bad for you, you need to make a stand.
So for this Syracuse mother and a history professor who bids farewell to the career he loved,
I'm glad I'm part of it. And if I started anything, I'm glad I started it.
Both hope speaking out will somehow make a difference to improve learning in and outside the classroom. Reporting from Nedrow, I'm Dora Scheidel.